Hi everyone, it's Lehman here with Lace Covered Skies, and I'm here today to talk about some floral tags that I've been making. I was watching a video that Diane from Shawcraft 1 and My Old Barn Door was making, and she did a tutorial on some floral tags. She was making a floral journal, and she had some of these tags, and she was showing the books that they came out of, and I was thrilled because I had hauled some of those books a few months ago, and they look like this. One of them is like this. I don't think this is the exact one that she had, but when she was showing hers, I noticed that these were the types of images in her books. So I was super excited about that. So I found this one, and I also found, and that one I got from the Goodwill outlet for 75 cents, I think it was. And this one I found at an estate sale that I wasn't going to pick up because that was the only thing I found. But I did end up picking it up, and it has gorgeous pictures in here. And it was only 50 cents. So I was super excited that I got this, and then I saw her making tags out of these types of images on her channel. I'm going to link her video below. But she basically did a tutorial on different ways of turning these into tags, and I took inspiration from it. I kind of took her video as a jumping off point and made 3 types of tags that I'm going to show you today. This one, what I did was I went ahead, she did one where she did faux stitching around. She drew lines around for people who don't have a sewing machine, so it looks like stitches. And I don't have a sewing machine. But when she did that, it gave me the idea to do hand stitching around it. So what I did first was I went ahead and poked the holes all around. And then I'm going to be using this embroidery thread. I separated out 3 threads from it. Normally one strand of this has 6 threads. So I took half of that, made a knot at the end, and then I just started going through. So I go through the first hole, then I go through the second hole, and then for the next one I'm going to go through the back around the other way. So this kind of wraps it around. I go through the next one and wrap it backwards. I'm not sure what this stitch is called. I don't know if it's called a back stitch, but you're basically going ahead of it and wrapping around to this one. So I went ahead and I did that around the entire card. And then when I got to the end, I just tied it off in a knot. When I went all the way around, I tied it around in a knot at the back, and I put a little dot of glue. So that's the basic way I did it. But I'm going to show you some that I already made. So I made this one, and I don't know if you can see the stitching that goes around. And then in the back, it looks like this. I just tied it off and then put a little dot of glue. So I made that one. And this one I went kind of off the black line to see how it turned out. I really like the way that turns out. This one, I went exactly on the line. I used yellow thread on this. And I think I like the other one better. I thought I would like this one better, but I kind of like the way it looks when it's a little bit off the line. And then I did one last one here. So that was one that I was able to come up with after watching her video. And then she did one where she put lace on the top of the card. So I found some of this kind of lace in my stash. I think it's like a collar. I actually did a haul video on when I went to an estate sale and I got a whole bunch of collars. I'll link that video below too. But I used this and I took out pieces. So I'll do one here so you can kind of see. So I just kind of took the card and then positioned it at how I thought it might look cute. I think I like it at an angle. So I'll do that. And then I'll trim it off right here. And then I use hot glue. And I'm just going to glue it right there. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my glue gun. And then do that side first. And then I'm going to go ahead and flip it around to the other side and glue the rest of it on there. So I made a few of these and I really liked the way they turned out. So I have that one now. And then I had made this one. I think it just adds a sweet little touch to it. And then I made this one. So now I have 3 of these. Sorry, you can't really see against the white background. But yeah, I really liked how these turned out, and I think I'll be making more of these. Now, the last idea I came up with, I thought of this idea after watching her video. It was a combination of watching Diane's video and also of picking up this card at an estate sale. I thought it was super pretty. So I found this. I'm not sure if it's vintage. They had it on a table that had other vintage things. So it might be a vintage card that they had. But I got this and I decided to do something like this because I picked up this trim at a thrift store before. It's not quite eyelash trim, so I'm not sure. I couldn't really use it like eyelash trim. It doesn't give the same effect. But once I saw this, I was like, maybe this is what it's from. So what I did with this one is I had the card and then I cut out some scrapbook paper to fit it, to sandwich this in between. And I just hot glued it. So I'm gonna start it to show you how I did it, and then I'll show you the finished product also. So I just start hot gluing it. And you have to go kind of fast because the hot glue dries so quickly. Okay, so I'm gonna keep going around. And then once I got all the way around, so I just kept on going. So just kept on going around, and once I made it all the way around, I glued this over the top of it. And how it ends up looking is like this. I made that one, and then I had some scrapbook paper in the back, and then I made this one, and then I made this one. So I thought it turned out super cute. I can't wait to put this put all of these into the floral journals that I've been making. But yeah, so I have these, which was similar to that one. That's my sample one. And then I have these lace ones. And then I have these ones that are sewn around. So thank you so much, Diane, for doing that tutorial, because it really gave me a lot of inspiration. I'm super excited about these ones that I made, and I can't wait to put them into my journal. After I watched that video, I made some more tags. I just was on a roll, and I just kept embellishing more different kinds of tags. I'm going to show this in another video, but thanks for watching, and I hope you were able to get some inspiration from this and check out Diane's channel. It'll be linked down below. And happy crafting. Thank you. Bye.